his shoes within the APC? Because, of course, we've seen Atiku exit the PDP. We've seen El Rufai exit the APC. We've seen Tambuwal go with Atiku and several other people. Who can the people in the CPC bloc look up to right now? And as you have boldly stated, there's rumblings within that, faction. Of course, you're saying that the APC in general is trying to play coy to cover up for, what's happening. But most importantly, can you say, or off the top of your head, who can fill Buhari's shoes now that he's gone?
Well, that's probably a tall order. I don't think, as it is today, if you look at the political firmament in Nigeria today, especially in the north, I don't think there is a single individual that can rightly, put on the shoes of Muhammadu Buhari. The man came with a lot of pedigree. If you look back 40 years when he was the petroleum minister in Nigeria during the military era, you saw the role he played. Having spent about 2 years as the petroleum minister, he never owned an oil block as we speak today. When he left there, he became the PTF chairman. Of course, again, that's a multi-billionaire, project, which of course Abacha was the host at that time. Even then, we saw Buhari didn't even amass wealth as we see other leaders are doing today. And of course, when he became head of state, we still see that he's been running away from those things that pious leaders usually talk about. Most of his speeches are usually that do not indulge in corruption, do not indulge in nepotism, do not, all those done, that could bring up an egalitarian society. That is what Buhari stands for. But unfortunately, we have not seen some of his appointees, adhering strictly some of those things to correct those government. So those who are probably trying to re-strategize now to claim leadership in this country may probably not be able to, do those same things that we have seen Buhari done previously. For instance, if you check all of those leaders today, you see they have fat foreign accounts, they have properties all over the place. But these are some of the things that you cannot see in Buhari. So Buhari is completely different. It's not like any other Nigerian that you can think of. Even the president himself, if you look at the president's speech, what he said during the time of when he was paying an eulogy to him, you'll see that he was still saying those things that I'm talking about. Buhari is completely different. So I don't see anybody putting on the shoe squarely to say that he's going to put it into that. Then you talk of the political sphere. Go back to 2003 when he first contested for presidency in this country. Between 2003 to 2011, when he ventured for the presidency of this country, he had always had on the average, 12 million votes. I don't think there's an individual in Nigeria that can garner 12 million votes. So Buhari have cult-like membership, especially in the north. Even in the north, in the core northwest states, where you cannot take those votes away from Buhari. So it was this that probably the present president saw, that they now called for what was on the APC coalition that eventually gave Buhari that 2015 election. So these are some of the things that we are seeing in him. But
where does that leave the APC now? I have 3 minutes on the clock and I want to quickly make good use of it. I have 3 minutes before I let you go. Where does that leave the APC now? Because you're saying there is not one person right now politically in the north that can garner that amount of votes. So where does that leave the APC going forward in the elections come 2027? Don't forget, the votes are going to be split in so many ways. There's ADC now. There's still the PDP, who's headless, and they're looking for someone who might be able to stand against a Tinubu. And of course, there are so many question marks as who could that person be? Looking at those who are left within the PDP. So let's start with the APC. 3 minutes.
No, APC, it's only a disarray because there's so many presidents, so many of these, their big wigs are going to leave, or some of them are left already for the coalition. I don't see, like we already said that the CPC, or what we call the Buhari ministers and all of that, are already going to come to the to ADC. So you virtually not have any of those big wigs who can be a game changer. They're already with the ADC. So I don't see any singular, political party aside from the ADC now that can actually pull weight in 2027. PDP, like we all know, we saw the role Wike has been playing since the last election up to this moment. Wike has said specifically that he's going to work for Tinubu. If Tinubu is going to work for Tinubu in 2027, it simply means that he's going to bring down PDP. So those who have already decamped, like Atiku Abubakar, who left PDP, David Mark left PDP, so many people left PDP. These are big wigs that are called the shots within the confines of the PDP. They've left for ADC. So ADC, and of course, Nasir El-Rufai equally left, APC. Mm-hmm. And Nasir El-Rufai is the game changer. Since Nasir El-Rufai, came up with all this, with the coalition thing, you can begin to see how government has been jittery, trying to see whether they can put its house together. It has always been disarray, especially when they sacked, or rather, when their last chairman, Ganduje, resigned. Mm-hmm. You can see all of how the house has been very shaky. So for me, I don't see any cohesion in the APC as it stands today. In the last couple of months, you are going to see many more people coming into the ADC block, where, of course, you are going to have a very good and vibrant politicking that may eventually issue a different candidate in the next 2027 elections. So should Nigerians wait with bated breath, or just, watch how everything plays out and then decide who they pick when it comes to, the time? Yeah, what I have seen is that, they have what you may call an in-house agreement where they have said that they should not put up their personal interests forward. They should make sure, first of all, try to build the party. If they build the party and it become very strong and they're able to have a good membership drive, and then they put up a winning, what you may call, party program or manifesto. So once they have all of this, that could woo in a lot of people, either supporters or who are going to be candidate aspirants within the party. So when you have such people there, begin to see a more cohesive ADC that can actually give APC is strong for its money. So these are things that are going to play out in the next couple of months. But of course, you know that when they saw that they were going to have problems, I'm talking of the ADC now. I mean, when they tried to register ADA, you saw what the body language coming from the government and INEC. We have to go. I'm so sorry. And they quickly, I'm so sorry we have to go. Our time is fast spent. I want to say thank you. Idris Musa is a public affairs commentator and an analyst, and he's been here with us on the show. I thought you said you were going to put this together for us to do an hour. Yeah, unfortunately, our time is fast spent. I want to thank you for coming. I'll bring you back again soon. Thank you so much for coming.
Looking for ways to save your data? It starts with your apps. Deleting unused apps helps.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria